Alrighty, welcome to another Avatar draft. Been really liking this format and really liking lessons. Boomerang Basics, baby. I'm going to take Boomerang Basics. I think you could definitely take Glider Staff. Their Glider Staff is an awesome card for sure. But I like drafting the lessons deck a lot, and Boomerang Basics goes perfectly in that. There's also an Earthen Ally, which is a kind of cool deck for like 5-color allies, but I haven't, honestly, I haven't done that well with the allies deck. Boom. Here we are. Iroh, Grand Lotus, one of my favorite cards in the set. Might be my favorite. All your non-lesson instants and sorcery have flashback each of their mana cost. Your lessons flashback for 1 mana. So slamming Iroh, and we're drafting lessons. Boom. If you had taken the glider, probably just take like Lightning Strike or something, but we're in it to twin it here. Iroh, Grand Lotus. Oh, this is actually pretty tough because there's Dragonfly Swarm, Fortune Teller, Waterbending Lesson. Nah, it's not that tough. Dragonfly Swarm's busted. It's just going to be often like a 3/3 or 4/3 or 7/3 flyer that when it dies, draw a card. I do love Fortune Teller and Waterbending Lesson. Part of the reason I think the blue decks do so well is they just have a lot of good card draw. Now I think I'm more interested in the lesson here. Fortune Teller here. I do want to make sure I get enough Waterbending Lessons, and there's an Aang's Journey here, but the Fortune Teller at 2 mana is really hard to pass up. So awesome start, though. This is how I like to start my drafts. So what's TBD is how much green I'm going to play, because there's basically 2 ways this can pan out. I can be straight blue-red splashing Iroh, which works because you don't need to play Iroh till pretty late. At that point, having a lot of mana in play is good anyway. Or I can be like blue-green splash red, or I guess 2.5 ways it plays out. There's blue-red splash green, blue-green splash red, and then there's just straight-up teamer. So we'll see where we end up here. 3 Dreams is not a playable. I'm going to take Earthbending Lesson. I don't really like Earthbending Lesson. I like it in exactly 1 instance when you have Iroh, because you can on 7 mana go Iroh, replay this, and just get a 4/4 out of the deal. It's a pretty good lesson to play. But my preference when I have Iroh is to be blue-green-red, like almost straight teamer, where mostly are like blue and green splashing firebending lessons and cards like Dragonfly Swarm and Iroh, with Cycle of Renewal and Shared Roots to accelerate you and fix your mana. But playing blue-red also works fine. Of course, that last pick of Earthbending Lesson pushes us more in the teamer direction, which I think is fine. That was just a pack that didn't have a whole lot. The person passing to us is not playing lessons. We can almost guarantee that. They passed Iroh into Dragonfly Swarm. So hopefully they're drafting like white-black Sacrifice, because then we won't overlap at all. But even if they're like blue-white allies or something, or white-red beats, we're still not going to overlap all that much. So as long as I get all my good blue lessons, then I'm pretty happy. Though you do want some of the red ones for removal spells, of course. I started out with Fortune Teller and Boomerang Basics are some pretty good early interactions, so I don't mind. All right, you got lots of packs. Ship some my way. I want to learn some lessons here. Firebending Lesson is like my #1 priority here. Blasphemous Act. I haven't got a chance to play with this one, but this looks like the deck for it. All I'm going to do is sit there and draw cards. You're going to play a bunch of creatures, and I'm going to blow everything up. All right, well, Blasphemous Act does not combo with Iroh very well. Though, actually, hold on, it does. It's flashbacks equal to its mana cost, and then it lets it cost less. Okay, it actually could work nicely with Iroh, though. We'll have to see. Then here, I like Meteor Sword, but I just picked up Blasphemous Act. I have Iroh. I think I'm just going to take Rumble Arena and have a little bit more fixing. Oh, I like both of these, but this looks like a Cycle of Renewal spot for sure. Plus, if there's an 8th pick Waterbending Lesson, decent chance there's like a 10th pick one. All right, I'll take Sokka's Haikyuu because it's a lesson. Not really a good combo with Iroh because it only works for your turn. Boomy Bash is really medium. I'll take the Water Skin, even though I kind of hope not to play that one too. Here, I'll pass a bunch of black-white cards. I'll take the Porcupine. They could maybe compete with us. This person's enjoying all the packs too. All right. I did pass up on 3 Waterbending Lessons so far. So I think certainly 2. And I think the pack I took Dragonfly Swarm, there might have been 1 also. So hopefully we pick up some in the future. But I think Cycle of Renewal looked too good. All right. I'm not going to play the Dali Indoctrination under really any circumstances. All the packs are over there. But taking a look here, yeah, I like where we're at. Blasphemous Act seems really nice here. I mean, I have a game-ending bomb, a Wrath, and then some other pretty, like a good mana-fixing card. Dragonfly Swarm, Fortune Teller, and Basics are just strong cards. All right. Oh, into the Legend of Kyoshi. This one's pretty nice too. You draw cards equal to your biggest creature, then you earthbend a gigantic amount, and then you make a 5/4. And I'm not even really passing anything. Like, yeah, I would be happy to take Meditation Pools or Watery Grasp for my deck at some point, but I'm gonna just slam Legend of Kyoshi here and move on. And here, just another cycle of renewal. I think it's better than Aang's Journey, just because it ramps you as well. And nothing else here I'm even that interested in. White Lotus Hideout, I don't even really play in these decks. It's more of a shrine cards, I think, because the lessons, like making some of your, being able to cast all your spells, but not any of your creatures, is not that great. I mean, it's okay, because it does add any color, but I just haven't found it to be all that interesting. And here there's Jiang the Deserter, 3 mana, 2/3 firebending 1. You can pay 3, give it a counter, and then copy your next lesson, or another cycle. I'm just going to take one more cycle of renewal. Then I don't really need any more of that effect, and now I could just look for some card draw. Here, oh, the Lion Turtle. This is perfect. 3 mana, 3/6 Vigilance Reach, and gain 3, and tap for any color. It doesn't turn on combat-wise till you have 3 lessons in your graveyard, but you know what? I think we'll figure out a way to do that. Passing a lot of shrines here, but Hermetic Herbalist is perfect. This is exactly the card I want. You can also do things like turn 2 Herbalist, turn 3 cast this for effectively 2 mana, and then also cast like a 2-drop. It's pretty sick. Oh, into Guru Bathic? All right, yeah, lessons are open, and we are loving it. I could use more actual lessons. I guess I have 6 already. Really what I mean is I could use Firebending Lesson, because I want some removal, but Boomerang Basics is good for that, and Earthbending Lesson is at least a good card to cast after Iroh, so I don't mind it so much. And here, I actually don't want Rocky Rebuke, because look how many creatures I have. 6 right now, and like, I don't really want to count on Iroh or something. Plus, I don't know, Forecasting Fortune, not the best brawler. But I've actually liked the Walltop Sentries a good amount. It's 3 mana, 2/3 Death Touch. When it dies, you gain 2 life because you always have a lesson. I think I want Platypus Bear over Ember Island Production. I just, you know, some cards to play on 2 seem pretty good. Milling for 2 isn't too bad. And then here, Watery Grasp. That's a nice pickup. Some good removal. The Sparring Dummy's okay, but I like Watery Grasp. I think it's good removal. Okay, so pack 3 is where I want to get some good removal lessons. That's the one thing I'm missing. Iroh's Demonstration, Combustion, Firebending Lesson, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'll take the Snowballers. I try not to play Snowballers in this deck, though. It just doesn't accomplish any of your goals. It's not a very good defensive card. It just buys you time. That's it. And it is you're not an aggressive deck, so it doesn't really help you in that regard. I mean, I've got Legend of Kyoshi, Iroh, Blasphemous Act. I've got the high end. Lion Turtle. Yeah, this deck's nice. I'm not going to play... I tend not to play the Land Cyclers either. Clues make Land Cyclers a lot worse if you just consistently have ways to spend your mana. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, the Mechanist. This is such a good card, too. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a clue, and then taps to make a creature artifact a 3/1 till end of turn. All right, well, slamming that. What a good pickup. I just need a couple lightning strikes and I am set. And instead there's Day of Black Sun and the Boiling Rock Rider. They're both very good, but I'm not going to take them. There's Octopus Form, Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, and Professor Zay. And I like all of these cards. I especially like Octopus Form with the Mechanist. And it's pretty good with Iroh. How crazy is it to take Octopus Form here? Is that just wild? I feel like the Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, which I do like a lot, just a good ramp card. I have triple Cycle Renewal and Herbalist. I don't need it. Professor Zay is okay, but you know what? I'm just going to take Octopus Form. I think that is a kind of aggressive Octopus Form. But I found the card to be very good. I think it is quite strong. So, and it makes a lot of my other cards work as well. Here, I'm going to take Waterbending Lesson. I don't want to sign up for Bitter Work. No thanks. But Waterbending Lesson is a good bit of card advantage, and then all 3 of these mediums I might get back, so I like that well enough. I would kill for a Firebending Lesson. Honestly, is there anything I can do to get one of those? And I guess I'll take Ba Sing Se. I actually found this card to be pretty good, even though it's a little slow. I don't really want to play the rest of these cards. All right. And then here, another Watery Grass. There's Elemental Teachings. You get 4 lands with different names. Your opponent puts 2 in the graveyard and the rest onto the battlefield. It's kind of cute with Iroh. End of turn, Elemental Teachings, untap Iroh, but I think I'll just take another Watery Grasp. And I guess we're not going to get any any firebending lessons, but I guess watery grasps are kind of the thing instead. Do I want energy bending as just a cheap lesson with cycling? Kind of think I do. I don't think I want another platypus bear watery grasp that badly. All right, well, I'll take the platypus bear now. So right now this is 23 cards. Yeah, I guess I could just play it like this. My red is just Blasphemous Act. Oh, another waterbending lesson. There's also that serpent. I have 10 spells. I don't really need the serpent to finish things, I don't think. It's pretty big. No, I'll take waterbending lesson. Okay. And let's cut a card. I think I actually want the earthbending lesson. I'll cut Sokka's Haikyuu. I haven't really been that impressed with that card. The second platypus bear is also not a mandatory by any stretch. So that's probably what's next on the chopping block here. I just feel like if I draw enough cards, I mean, it would have been nice to get back the return target permanent from your graveyard. I like having one way to get back Iroh, in case you mill it or it just gets killed or whatever. Yeah. Cat Gator plus energy bending. Channel Fireball. I think I will play Messenger Hawk, so I guess I'll just take that. I think I'd rather have Messenger Hawk over the second platypus bear. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. How many lessons do I have right now? I have 9. Yeah, I mean, 9's pretty good. I don't think Pillar Launch is particularly what I want. Okay. It did feel like Lessons was somewhat contested based on... I mean, I got a really late Gurupathic, and a pretty late Lion Turtle, but maybe from this direction, I don't know. I had that one pack with like, lose attachments or whatever, and there was like... The pack that I took Octopus from, there was like a bunch of cards that I considered there, and none of them came back. But I did get some late waterbending lessons. I don't know. Hard to tell what's happening in the draft. Mechanist is also a good win condition. I feel like I have a decent amount of win conditions, so let's see if this works out. Oh, Bossing Say is also... If the game goes long enough and you just can use this every turn, yeah, you will win off that. All right. Let's go build this, but... well, it's already built. It's pretty nice. This looks solid. I really could have used a Lightning Strike or Firebending lesson, but I'm hoping that the two Watery Grasps and the Boomerang Basic can help with that. I have a decent amount of blockers. Maybe you know what? Maybe I do want, instead of Messenger Hawk, just another Platypus Bear. Though it is a mill card, which is kind of awkward in this deck. Several cycles of renewal. Yeah, I'll try the Hawk instead. Or maybe I just play a Giant Koi. Have one more win condition. All right, let's try that instead. Can go to 2 mountains, I think. Another forest. So right now I have 7, 8 blue, 8 green. Energy bending kind of counts. Actually, I should play one more green. And I think I have 2 red cards. I think I'm going to play 3 red cards. I'm going to play 2 mountains still because I really don't want to mill a mountain and just be completely out of luck. All right, let's get in there. All right, let's see how this goes. On the play. All right, well, I'm a cycle of renewal away from having all my mana, and or just an island would be pretty good. And I've got Platypus Bear to buy me a little time, plus some interaction here, so seems fine. Sadly, this is when it dies. You can't bounce it with Boomerang Basics to draw 2 cards. That'd be a nice little piece of technology if that worked. Play land. Ship the turn. Giant Koi. Let's play the bear first. I don't need to cycle a Koi. Plus, if I did just draw a cycle of renewal, look, I milled the mountain. See, that's why 2 mountains. Though I only had 1, I might not have milled it there, of course. I'll be happy to trade here. See what they discard. They're black-red. All right. Oh, they discarded a corrupt court official. Interesting. All right, so now I'm drawing the island. So now I don't even really want to cycle the Giant Koi all that much because I could just cast it at some point. Just a second island is not doing anything for me. Here's where a waterbending lesson would be a nice draw. If they kill my Platypus Bear, I might just take 3 and then put Watery Grasp on their archers. If they attack and offer a trade, I will take that. Oh, they have a trick. Twin blades, okay. Give it +1/+1, double strike. Take my turn. Regrasp that thing. Play a land, pass the turn. Maybe I cycle the giant koi soon here. But we'll see. Firebender Ascension. Okay, so when they make a 2/2 firebending 1, and when they attack, it gets a counter. Alright. Draw. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is go Boomerang Basics, just bounce that. Pass the turn. Cycle of Renewal, get an island and a mountain. Watery Grasp my play Dragonfly Swarm, and I'll have a lesson in the graveyard. Oh, nice. If this is what's happening, they're going to double strike this. I love it. Okay, Cycle of Renewal. Sack this. Island. Mountain. Take 4. Kind of gladly. Oh, the Lion Turtle. Well, I'm going to Watery Grasp this regardless, and I think I'll just play the Lion Turtle. I can't attack or block yet, but then I can just cast Giant Koi next turn. At some point, I'll draw Uncle Iroh or whatever. Eyes Cruelty. Okay, that's pretty annoying. That's a pretty good one. Got basically like 4 cards, because this is a 2-for-1, and this is kind of a 2-for-1. It's just so big. All right, well, Waterbending lesson time. They're playing black. They have discard. I'm just going to do this. I could shuffle their creatures back, but I don't really see it. Maybe I'll shuffle the archers back, because I actually wouldn't mind them drawing that one. Don't really want them drawing Mai, though. Okay. Draw. There we go. There is the skipper. They're going to kill my Lion Turtle in response? I kind of feel like they are. Nice deck. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Okay, well, your window to kill it has closed. Now that I've drawn Octopus form. Pass the turn. Combustion Man. Okay. It's annoying. Okay. Yeah, take that. Got him for 3. Okay, they can equip the Blaze. That doesn't change much. They do get to trigger their Firebender Ascension now. Okay. Take 5. Block. They have a trick. Hopefully the trick is a targeting trick, not a pump spell. Well, this actually works because it'd be a 6th. Yeah, all right. Four, 7. A 6, 8. More? All right. I guess my turtle's dead. A bunch of Azul all those lies. Okay. Any action? I think I have to play it. I just hope they don't have a removal spell. Oh no, I don't. I have to play it because now they have a. Now I take 7 off Combustion Man. This is brutal. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm dead. I mean. Take 7 damage. Doesn't matter which one, they're just going to kill. Alright, well I need to draw a Blasphemous Act, I guess. Or something. Okay, Gurupathic. I don't think I even have a removal spell that does it. So if I Energy Bending, Blasphemous Act doesn't do it, so I think I'll just go Waterbending Lesson. Waterbending Lesson, draw 3. And dead. That was brutal. Empty board. I cast Waterbending Lesson, and they end up with more spells than I do. Good beats, I guess. That's how it is. How it is sometimes. They landed Ozai's Cruelty, got 2 spells. I drew Waterbending Lesson, and then I drew Paul Lens, and that is how it happened. I mean, I did have some spells in there, of course, but feel like I flooded out badly. Oh, playing against Brock Parker here. All right, buddy, let's see how this goes. I'm on the play. This is a nice hand. Turn 2, Forecasting Fortune Teller. Turn 3, Cycle of Renewal. Ooh, with a waterbending lesson. All right, this just looks kind of like the perfect hand, so let's hope this one works out nicely. So once I land a Cycle of Renewal, all sins are forgiven. Another black-red matchup. All right. The Poxbearers, they're kind of getting dunked on by Forecasting Fortune Teller, not going to lie. Messenger Hawk. All right. Cycle of Renewal. Mountain. Woodland. And let's see what I draw here. If I don't draw a land, I'm probably casting Waterbending Lesson and probably tapping down the Fortune Teller. I did draw land, so now I can go Platypus Bear. Mill 2. I don't love milling Legend of Kyoshi, but so it goes. And then Cycle of Renewal, and then play Giant Koi. The only risk to doing it that way, oh nice, I don't mind that being the play here, is that's annoying. I think I just discard the Giant Koi. Wow, playing the Platypus Bear really didn't work out. Let's get Forest and I guess Island. Koi. Now I'll go Waterbending Lesson. Tap. Tap. I land. Pass the turn. I don't think attacking for 2 there is really that useful. Okay, I have another Waterbending Lesson, so I'll get to draw some more in a second here. And I have an Energy Bending. Maybe the Cat Gator would have been a good one of. I think in a deck that has some swamps that might be the case, but in this deck I don't think. Okay. Don't mind the Lion Turtle. Waterbending Lesson. And up those, play Bossing Sail. I'm just going to play the Walltop Sentries. I don't mind if this one gets countered. I think that there's a chance Brock has Quench, because it looks more like blue-black than black-red here. All right, I'll attack with the bear. I'll offer a trade. Okay. Next for me. Let's see what else he's got. Because now I still have a Clue chilling here. I haven't had a chance to use, and I have Guru Pathic and the Lion Turtle. No plays end of turn. Huh. Interesting. What's going on over there? Nothing? Okay. Play the Lion Turtle. Okay, he didn't have the Sokka's counter. I guess I'll play Guru Pathic now. Maybe he's got a Wrath in hand. Take Earthbending Lesson. Attack with the Walltop Sentries here. It feels reasonable to do that. I mean, I've got Bossing Say, so I feel like I'll be able to do some stuff here. All right, looks like we are getting Wrathed. Sure. Gonna do nothing for a bunch of turns. I guess that's okay. And then I can crack Clue end of turn. Yeah, Day of Black Sun. All right, X equals 4. I mean, I think Bossing Say is actually going to do a lot of work here, so it better because I'm on all lands now. Let's see. Then that. Back for 6 past the turn. Okay, the Foggy Swamp. To Swamp Snare Trap on that, sure. Let's go Watery Grasp on this. And land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shuffle that thing back. And then go Earthbend onto this land. Attack for 4. All right. Yeah, Bossing Say is actually going to be really good here. I also have 3 land left in my deck. I guess I only have 10 cards in my deck. This when this leaves the battlefield. Oh, Blasphemous Act now, huh? Let's go this. Activate the ability. And then they get 2 counters on that thing. Land. Bossing Say on the island. Attack for 6. You can chump if you want. All right, goes to 4. Nice. I think Blasphemous Act is also, like, plus Bossing Say is also going to work really nicely at some point, if it comes to that. I mean, it's possible that you just can't beat this land. That was my experience, too. The first time I played against this, I was playing a blue-black control deck, actually, and this card just soloed me. Like, what are you going to do, right? Okay, never mind. I lied. I'll just attack with this. All right. Exiled. Comes back. I'm going to play Dragonfly Swarm. Pass the turn. It's a 10-3. As long as I don't get milled out here. If I have enough time, the Bossing Say is probably going to do it. It's got to kill Dragonfly Swarm. I don't think I have any disenchants to kill this Swamp Snare Trap, unfortunately. I still have Iroh, and the Legend of Kyoshi got milled, but the Legend of Kyoshi is actually kind of a liability with 8 cards left in deck. Certainly couldn't play it with a Dragonfly Swarm out. I have Boomerang Basics in my deck. Okay, the Octopus form is gone, unfortunately. That was probably a game winner if I had it here. So Blasphemous Act currently costs 5, though. It's going to cost more in a second here because the Dragonfly Swarm is just not going to be on the board in a turn or 2. Well, in this, I don't think the Dragonfly Swarm is going to get to attack here. Otherwise, he is dead. There's a timeout. It's a tough play. All right, all right. Counting cards in deck. Yeah, I got 8. I've gone through a lot of them. Deadly Precision paying. Oh, wow. Okay. So any removal spell and I win? Oh, Iroh does it, I'm sure. Earthbending Lesson for 1 mana. And let's see. I guess I don't technically win here because I can't activate Bossing Say, but I don't think Brock's going to win from that either. All right. We got a dub. All right. I think that's Nekusar or something. I'm not sure. I'm on the play here. All right. The way I see it, I can cycle on 2. If I draw a perfect lands, I can play Dragonfly. Ooh, there we go. That's actually really good. And then I have Guru on 4. Blasphemous Act against Blue-White is going to be really nice. I'm just going to cast this now. I really can't have this get encountered. Just get red-blue, and then we're basically set. Oh, it's the Shrines deck. Okay, well, this is a really weird card to have in a Shrines deck, I would generally say. But my Blasphemous Act just got a lot worse, unfortunately. Because I drew the Platypus Bear. This looks like a nice curve. All right. And then I play Guru Pathe, because now it went from, let's set up a Blasphemous Act to, well, okay, I guess I don't really know what to say now. All All right, let's go Gurupathic here, I suppose. Oh, nice! I got a Saga. That's not the usual state of affairs. I think I attack here. Yeah, I'm trading 3 for 2 because when they attack with Wandering Musicians, I can block with Gurupathic. But I just Lessons, Shrines, and then Wandering Musicians is not like a typical combination, I will say. Yeah, that's pretty good. So they are shrines. Maybe they're just like Esper shrines and they had to kind of fill out the deck with just like whatever. All right, well, block. Take 2. Land. Yeah, there we go. Legend of Kyoshi. Put a counter on the Dragonfly Swarm. Draw 4, baby. And then smash. No, I'm at 19, they're at 15. No, now I actually think I chill. Because now the Pox Bears would attack as a 3-1. I wouldn't really have a good block on that. I guess I could block that with Gurupathic and take 5, maybe 6 if they had a lesson. I'm going to get to Legend of Kyoshi pretty big. Okay, I can't imagine they have a good attack here. So Legend of Kyoshi on island. Well, forest is now an island, funnily enough. Well, that's no sack, costs 1 mana, but not really interested in playing that at this point. But let's see. If I attack with the 8/8, I could Boomerang Basics the Wandering Musician. I kind of don't mind that. So let's go Boomerang Basics on that. Gurupathic on Dragonfly Swarm. And I don't think I need to cast Earthbending Lesson right now, so let's go attack, and I'm going to play the... Well, I guess I can't play Fortune Teller. I can just play the Turtle. And Bossing Say, and then play Lion Turtle. All right. I mean, I put a bunch of stuff into play, but I have a pretty good... If they have like a Wrath or something, I have a pretty good way to come back. All right. Lost Days is pretty good against Earthbent lands for sure. Into Gran. All right, all right. Now this flips, and can tap this for 5 mana or 6 mana at some point here. Yeah, but so if I Earthbending Lesson, I still can't really attack. I could play Iroh and play a bunch of stuff, but I kind of want to just wait on that. Though actually, I guess if I Earthbending Lesson, I could Bossing Say. No, I'm 1 mana short of that. Just play the Fortune Teller. We'll start to use Bossing Say here, but we don't need to do it right now. Attack with Dragonfly Swarm. Wow, just taking it. Okay, they're really setting themselves up to die if they remove that first time flyer, but we'll see what they do. Yeah, that deck looked a little bit disjointed, I will say that. All right, the Karn Mirror. Up to 1800 Mythic, huh? Yeah, all right. This hand is fine. The Rubber Ducky, huh? Turtle Duck is not a card I typically play. I feel like you don't really want to spend mana on that. I don't see a reason to do anything yet. Wall Top Sentries is going to be a nice blocker, and then I might end up getting to go Watery Grasp on that Raucous Audience here, especially if they're missing land drops. So maybe... Well, that's pretty good too. Play the Bossing Say. I can't cast Watery Grasp here. That's just too much card disadvantage or mana disadvantage. Let's just play Walltop Sentries. They could bluff attack with Turtle Duck. I will block in a heartbeat. And then next turn I can go Cycle of Renewal plus Watery Grasp. Maybe they get to tap. Oh, really? All right, well, I wasn't kidding. You don't want to spend the mana. All right, welcome to do so. You have a trick? Oh, Razor Rings. Okay. Waterbending lesson. That is more efficient, but I mean, I could watery grasp the audience, or I think I'll just pass the turn. We'll see what they do. I do have a play that could. Oh, Jesus, really? That's a surprising play. Okay. Oh, it's a sorcery earthbend. Never mind. I was like, maybe I'll earthbend and then sack the earthbent land, but I guess I needed to just do that main phase to do that. Let's go watery grasp on the raucous audience and then play. Well, I guess I should have just done this first. Lesson. Discard a forest. Play a land. It's 2/3. All right. I guess I'll watery grasp the turtle duck. I don't really like it, but if they have nothing better to do, there's no real reason to let them use their turn to hit me for 4. Because once I'm at 8, then this becomes something I actually have to worry about. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, I got Dragonfly Swarm, and I guess just Earthbend onto a land, and then next turn I can Earthbending Lesson or something. Oh, they're really stuck on 2 mana here, huh? And lots of turtle ducks. Oh, that's kind of nice. Huh, I don't have the mana to do everything I want. Well, I know I kind of do. Let's go Earthbending Lesson on Forest. And attack for 4 in the air. I'm going to pass. I'm going to cycle of renewal, sacking the island, getting it back, getting mana. Then I can really just use Bossing Say. Oh, I see. They're going to tap the audience for 2 mana now. Back this. Mountain. I guess I could have gotten forest. I don't know. Oh, giant koi is also kind of nice. And I can hit them for 9. What if I go Boomerang Basics the turtle duck, attack for 10, and then giant koi? Does that seem pretty great? Yeah, with octopus form up. So now I kind of have like. I have a lethal creature in Dragonfly Swarm, and then they have to block 1 of Giant Koi or Forest. And then I have Bossing Say as well. Bossing Say has been excellent. Those turtle ducks, they don't quit. They do not quit. I'm gonna equip Glider Staff or no? Doesn't really work the way they want, I don't think. True Ancestry, getting back that thing. So sack not really necessary. Got to make some blocks here. Block. All right. Now I just pass. I mean, they're dead unless they have something, and I have octopus form, so they're dead. I'm gonna have Airbender's Reversal. Nope, I don't think so. Boom. Funny thing is that also makes the Dragonfly Swarm lethal by itself, but you know, we take those. All right. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't lose to the multiple Turtle Duck deck. Turtle Duck is just not a very good card, so I try to avoid playing it. It's a lot of mana for not a lot of effect, unfortunately. The problem is you just have to keep paying the mana if you want it to do anything in combat. And late in the game, sure, it's okay, but I guess the biggest use case of the Turtle Duck is it's like a 1 mana waterbending card. I don't know. Fleam, huh? All right. I still haven't yet to Blasphemous Act anyone. All right. I'll run this. I have a watery grasp for the first thing that attacks me. Assuming I can draw some lands. I guess I could save energy bending, but it doesn't seem like that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cast energy bending now. And then if I can cast water bending lesson, then I'll draw some cards. My cabbages. Okay. Pyro is not exactly who I was hoping to see. Take 2. And they have Avatar Enthusiasts. All right, well, that's fine. I'm just going to bossing say I'll land here. I feel like I just wanted Legend of Kyushu to maybe do something, though maybe I should have just cast Waterbending Lesson. I was kind of tunneled on using Bossing Say, but maybe I didn't need to do that. I did kind of want a blocker. What is up with Wandering Musicians? Everyone loves that card. Is it good? It doesn't seem good to me, but maybe it is. Oh, that's a card. Okay, so let's go Watery Grasp on the Enthusiast. Wow, I got really paid off for using Bossing Say. Even though I don't think it was actually the right play, it's going to work out, I think, better here. Because now I can block and then sack the forest. They might... What would be the best is if they played a removal spell on the forest. But we'll see what they do. Rocky Rebuke, fight it. Let's go. Because then now I'm going to have enough mana to play Iroh with Octopus Form up, which is kind of the lock. And then I can play the Legend of Kyoshi and draw 5 cards. All right, Seismic Sense. That's a good card. Can find more Wandering Musicians. I mean, the Wandering Musicians is going to attack for a good amount of damage here. I'm kind of hoping they don't attack with the Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, but that seems like they should do that, especially since they could all sack the food if they want. But I guess we'll see. Jet Freedom Fighter. Okay. Well, can't kill my thing right now. Which is a shame. It would be nice if they tried to kill this forest. We'll block the Wandering Musicians, though. Path to Redemption. Nice. Okay. I do take 6. I mean, that's... Got to give them props for that. Wandering Musicians did hit for a good amount. Oh, into another creature? We actually could have an issue. Let's get Island, and I think just 2 more islands. I don't think I need another mountain, really. Guess I'll play the Grand Lotus, and I'll pass the turn. Sadly, I don't have a land. If I'd drawn a land, I could have also cast Cycle of Renewal. Because now they're going to go Jet. Do this. They can hit me down to 1, but they lose their Wandering Musicians. Okay, it's going to be close. Go to 1. Draw. Huh. Hexproof, not indestructible. Okay, so this is interesting. So I think what I'm going to do here is this costs 4 mana. I think... Yeah, I'm going to cast Cycle of Renewal. Get another mountain at this point, I guess. And I can cast Energy Bending. Draw a card. Huh. So now I could cast Waterbending, or sorry, Fortune Teller and Dragonfly Swarm. Oh, actually, I should have done that instant speed because Firebending 2. I kind of forgot about Firebending 2. Cast Blasphemous Act now. And all right, now it's my 8 mana against their 5 mana. I'm at 1. My hand is, I believe, better than theirs. I'd be surprised if that weren't the case. The best thing they could do is play 2 creatures. They didn't have that. see, fortune teller. Make a clue. Dragonfly swarm. Land. And then I use bossing, say, even though it's going to tap me out, but this way next turn I'll have a blocker. I think that's better than casting Waterbending Lesson. They didn't sack their food, which if they're not in a hurry to, they don't really, you know, it makes sense. This can be used for waterbending. I just wanted to have 2 blockers in play, of course, so I can not die. Airbending Lesson, okay. They have a way to remove my fortune teller. Oh, yip, to give it flying. That's brutal. Damn. The wandering musicians got me after all that. Yeah, I needed them not to have yip, I guess. I could have cracked the clue instead of using bossing say, and then maybe if I drew like an interaction spell, I could have done that. But yeah, no, I was close. All right, let's battle Luca, and opponent goes first. All right, this hand's going to be all about Blasphemous Act, so I think that's a good plan here. They mulliganed. It's brutal. They mulliganed, so Blasphemous Act gets worse. All right, well, that's the kind of start that Blasphemous Act is good against. Oh, I have this card. I have yet to make a clue. I think the only time I drew it was against that Combustion Man where I just died. Oh, no, not like this. I'm going to Energy Bending. I'm going to draw a card. All right, they didn't pump, so they have a play. Raven Eagle, that's a good card. Wait, so they played that with no targets. All right, well, at least now I can cycle of renewal here. Blasphemous Act costs 7 mana. If they play another thing, it costs 6 mana. So I'm probably going to take 2 hits from these and then get to Blasphemous Act is my guess. We'll see. Oh, they can discard a creature and then exile with the Raven Eagle, but I guess they're not doing that. And they're going to pump the Fire Nation Cadets. I take 4 down to 13. I kind of need them to play another creature next turn because I'm getting a little beaten down. All right, well, I mean, I do get to play a card this turn, so that's not entirely true. So let's go Island, Mountain. I don't have any like real clean play here, unfortunately. I can Watery Grasp that and do nothing else. I can play Mechanist and do nothing else. I could have gotten double Island, but I gotta get Mountain for this thing. I could play this as a 1/3 and then they eat the graveyard. I think I'm gonna play the Fortune Teller and draw a card. It also makes Blasphemous Act a little better to have the Fortune Teller in play. All right, I drew the Island. So let's just go Watery Grasp on this. Like maybe it does end up getting killed by Blasphemous Act, but they didn't play a land last turn, so like they might not be able to play too many more creatures. So I'm just gonna take it. I could block and then they'd pump it again. Oh, Fire Nation attacks, nice. That makes Blasphemous Act cost 4 mana. Yeah, all right. I guess I'm in for that. Blasphemous Act, kill everything. Because my hand is really strong, so I feel like 2/2 into a Corrupt Court Official. I guess it's kind of painful, but I think I discard the Lion Turtle. Because if I draw a land, yeah, I can go land, Mechanist. With Bending Lesson here. Make a clue. I just wanted to lock in making 1 clue. And then play Dragonfly Swarm, which I think is better. Because this thing was also not that close to attacking or blocking. It was kind of close. I had two lessons, but I'm going to attack with Fire Sages, and I can't block it. I can block the Corrupt Court Official, but I guess I won't. Oh, they're just going to kill my thing now. All right. All right, I'm at 9. Oh. That's, the father is here. Let's... I'm just going to play Iroh. An earthbending lesson on one of my mountains here. So if they have like another removal spell for Iroh, I go to 6. Oh, I guess they don't right now. They're discarding their last card to draw 2 cards. Do they draw a removal spell? Because if not, this is going to be pretty hard for him to win. Upkeep, I could flashback Cycle of Renewal. All right. Uncle Iroh does the thing. All right, so 3 and 2? No, 4 and 2, I think, actually. I always lose track of these things, but I don't mind it. Okay, 4 and 2. All right, battling this mechanical robot of some kind. I guess most robots are. Yeah. Turn 2 Herbalist? How could that go wrong? The Watery Grass has been pretty good, if you've seen these games. Oh, baby. Cycle of Renewal. That's just the best card. I mean, it's the card that I kind of built my deck to use, and I have 3 of them, so, you know, it makes sense. But Cycle of Renewal into Iroh and all these other things. Let's just cast this now. I understand that I'm going to maybe take... Well, I am going to take 2 now, but I feel like making sure this resolves is just so important, especially since I didn't play a land this turn. Okay, kill my Herbalist, acceptable. Land, Cycle of Renewal, Island, and Forest. And I think I'm going to Watery Grasp that, because I might take 4 to 6 damage off that. And with Blasphemous Pact in hand, I just kind of want to chill. I am a little scared of discard. This is where discard would be really annoying. Callous Inspector. All right, don't mind that. Oh, man, what a good draw. All right, Bossing Say on this forest here. I don't know, just attack. I don't know, I can't block. Oh, Ty Lee tapping down the forest. Sure. It's pretty nice with Blasphemous Act, too. Bossing Say, because now there's like a bunch of creatures in play. So just play another creature, and then I can just Blasphemous Act here. No creature, huh? I'm just going to pass and offer to block Ty Lee. And they have to kind of play something. They have Lost Days? Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. I don't really need to draw this island, I don't think. Lost Days against Waterbend or against Earthbending is pretty good. Would like to see them play another creature here. Okay, they did not. Oh, Rumble Arena. All right. Scry 1. Yeah, I'll keep that on top, and then Bossing Say this. Might as well attack for 2. Pass the turn. I could Watery Grasp the Ty Lee. I don't really think that's the way, though. So I feel like I'm pretty close to wanting to cast Blasphemous Act here. Oh, I'll block Ty Lee and see what they do. Oh, they must have Zuko's Conviction or something like that. I got another Scry, unfortunately. No additional value. Are they going to just do that now? No? All right. Decline to pay 2 and discard an island. There's a lion turtle. Feels like getting to play something there is worth it. What's going on over there? They didn't play. They traded Ty Lee for a land for who knows what reason. All right, that's fine. Is Bossing Say just going to go the distance again? Yeah, I think so. All right. I just don't really see a reason to do anything. Earthbending is really nice. There's not that much of a drawback. Like, Lost Days is one of the few things that kill the land without like it coming back. Oh, they're attacking. It's interesting. All right. Okay. I guess if that worked, then I guess I'm just not doing anything here. And they have a Wrath in hand, and they've been waiting for me to play stuff. Next turn, if they do that, I just go Iroh. Okay. Kills the 2 small lands. -2/-2 is really not that good against me. I wouldn't say, oh, I'll keep Legend of Kyoshi on top. I assume that's good. And then Azula. Oh. Alright. And all will exile Watery Grasp, I think. I didn't really give them a very good Azula either, did I? Yeah, I can go Iroh. Earthbending Lesson on Rumble Arena, paying 1. Attack. They have to block with Azula. And then I can go Cycle of Renewal. Forest. Blood Mountain. Goes trade. Rumble Arena comes back. And I get a Scry 1. Oh, I'll keep Octopus Form. I think that'll be good at some point. Now, I guess if they kill Iroh? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sentries. Bossing Say on Rumble Arena. Attack. This Rumble Arena's gotten a lot of mileage. Happy either way this goes. All right, well, the Cat Gator was a pretty good way to get rid of Iroh. All right. Dies. Scry. Don't really want Platypus Bear. Then I'll play Legend of Kyoshi to draw 2 cards, and that'll still be pretty good, I feel like. Waterbending Lesson. All right, they got moves. The Azula into Cat Gator did some things. Must have been pretty frustrating for them. They had like Ruinous Waterbending, Azula, Cat Gator, and I'm just sitting there using Bossing Say over and over again. Bossing Say on Rumble Arena. I'm not playing Legend of Kyoshi with 1 creature in play. I mean, I guess I have the... what's it called? Oh, I'm glad I didn't play it here. All right. Nagi, so I guess they're going to block Rumble Arena. Back to Rumble Arena. It comes back. They take 2. Don't really want an island. I can use Blasphemous Act to kill the Unagi. So hopefully they play a couple more creatures too, sweeten the pot. It's not the exact kind of creature I want to see, but you know, it's fine. Maybe they get back their Merchant of Many Faces. Who knows? Heartless Act. I could also just Octopus Form there, because that also stops them from attacking me with the Unagi. So, oh, if they have another spell here, do they have Sokka's Haiku? Oh, another Lost Days. Yeah, I will keep that on top. I don't mind drawing that. All right, this worked out just fine. Because now I'm just going to cast Blasphemous Act here. And everyone's favorite Rumble Arena is back. It is really a Rumble Arena. That thing has been trucking. Oh, no. Oh, it can't even be bounced. Was that a good play? No, that wasn't a good play. I might want this Legend of Kyoshi to not even draw that many cards, to be honest. All right. I have 11 cards left. No, I think I just probably won't play the Platypus Bear, but let's see. Bossing Say that. Legend of Kyoshi, draw 4. And land. And I could Boomerang Basics. Yeah, I kind of don't mind that. I'm going to bounce the Merchant. Chill out, dog. Cool. That way I can, because I don't really want to use it to draw cards anyways. This way I can attack with Rumble Arena for 4, and they can't double block. Because otherwise they could water bend off the clues and block. Go to 5. Jules, chill out. Can't this dog tell I'm on the cusp of winning here? Alright, well, that was a good draw. I mean, I think it'll be okay, but Katara does draw some cards. Cracking a clue? Well, it's kind of weird to do that after playing all your stuff and with Katara in play, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Earthbend, Dawn Island. Let's go Mechanist. Nope, it's not what I want to do there. What, 6 cards left? Watery Grasp on Katara. So now, if you want to, I guess they could just tap all their lands plus their 2 clues plus Katara. And then, what? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess I could play Walltop Sentries first. Or maybe, if I bossing, say, yeah, all right. Rumble Arena really will not stop. Will not stop rumbling. Attack with both. And then Water Bend. And now they have to go chump chump. They can draw a card first, but they got to chump chump. All right, so barring them milling me out somehow, I feel pretty good about this. Or maybe finding another Cat Gator. Cat Gator is a pretty good one. Like if they found Zuko's Conviction or something, then they could maybe Cat Gator me out here. But otherwise, they don't have a lot of time. Swamp number 6, Get Back Merchant. That can't really be the way to do this. Unless they because now they're going to have to crack a clue to draw. Like spending 3 on the Merchant first. What if they draw a Cat Gator now and they can't play it? It's crazy. Okay. Judy, copying the Merchant. That Merchant does have a lot of hats. They're just dead, right? Yeah. Ba Sing Say. There really has never been. There's no war in Ba Sing Se, but there's a lot of beatdowns. They go to 0 here, and Ba Sing Se got activated like 10 times or something. It's kind of been Uncle Iroh and Blasphemous Fact are a big part of this deck as well, of course. But oh, do these have trample? Oh, this gives them trample, sure. But Ba Sing Se has really been delivering, and can't say I'm happy about that. All right, let's try to finish this off, shall we? 5 and 2. I'm on the play. All right, no blue mana, but I have a turn 3 cycle of renewal, and the goat, Ba Sing Se. If I draw a blue here, it's also really nice. Well, forest is maybe the worst thing I could have drawn, but, you know, so it goes. See, that's what I wanted to do. It's okay. I'll just pass the turn. And North Pole Patrol, sure. Oh, no, are they going to have Quench? Okay, they didn't. I should have just played a main phase. I didn't really get an advantage for waiting. Let's get manas. Okay, I don't mind Iroh. Let's just play Waterbending Lesson. I'll discard a card. It's fine. Kind of just want to discard Forest here. It's not like Forest helps me that much anyways. I will just set up a nice Blasphemous Act. That's my plan. Currently it costs 7 mana. If they play a creature, it costs 6. Forecasting Fortune Teller works nicely as well. Oh, another Herbalist. Nice. All right. They're just leaving mana up. That Herbalist. Not sure what's going on. All right. Let's cast Energy Bending. Draw a card. Land. Forecasting Fortune Teller. It feels like they do have It'll Quench Ya, but I'm not sure. Maybe they have something. They just keep not attacking with Herbalist, but I'm happy just chilling here, and if they play another thing. Okay, this is probably enough here. Blasphemous Act only costs 4 mana. One more creature? They could play one more creature. Okay. Oh, Rocky Rebuke. All right, well. I do have to draw a land. Okay, so I can play around It'll Quench Ya. But I think we're looking pretty good here. Let's see. All right, let's go land. Blasphemous Act for 5 mana. And then I'll play a Herbalist afterwards. Origin of Metal Bending, sure. That's what they had up. I am more than happy to see that be the answer because now I take 5 and then I Watery Grasp that. Well, I could also just play Iroh and then play, let's see, what do I have? I have a bunch of card draw lessons. So I'll probably Watery Grasp here. And a Giant Koi, huh? Watery Grasp that. And do that first. In case they have something here. Octopus Form? If you have Octopus Form, you just run it. No? All right. Then I'll play a Giant Koi. I just think like I'd rather play Iroh next. They have allies at last. All right. Well, I'm glad I played the Giant Koi first. Decided to be coy and have Iroh show up later. Now Iroh just closed out the game. I don't even need this Legend of Kyoshi that I've also drawn. Okay, I go to 8. I guess I mean there are ways. Oh, do they have another kill spell? Oh, they're gonna regret using it right there, I think. Oh, and a lion turtle. All right, let's go Iroh. Let's start with Water Bending Lesson. And discard Cycle of Renewal. And I could leave up Octopus Form, but I'm just going to play Cycle of Renewal. I feel like leaving up Octopus Form is not necessary here. They have no cards in their hand, and there's not that much that kills this right here. I mean, I guess there's fight cards. All right, Badger Mole. Still acceptable. All right, so now I could Blasphemous Act and kill Iroh. I have 3, 5, 9 mana. I could Legend of Kyoshi and draw 5 cards. I have 13 cards in my deck. All right. I guess I'm in for that. I don't even know if I'm going to play any of these lessons. I might. Let's go land. Walltop Sentries. Yeah, I'll play the Walltop Sentries because the Lion Turtle can't block right now. And then I'll play another Cycle of Renewal. Sack a land. Get back my last 2 lands. My deck is Boomerang, Platypus Bear, Earthbending Lesson. And I think we're gonna be fine here. I have 6 cards in my deck, but I think I should be able to close things out before then. All right, so now Earthbend onto an island, and it's gigantic. Let's go land. Watery Grasp the Badger Mole. Oh, actually, I played that wrong. I should have definitely played that first. I have 5 cards left. All right, let's cast Energy Bending. Make a clue. Draw a card. Oh, nice. We'll go Boomerang Basics on. Do I want to bounce any of those things? I guess it's probably fine to bounce like the Herbalist here. I don't really want to bounce any of my own stuff. And then Watery Grasp. Tap, tap, tap. That goes away. And attack with these Firebending 2 even. They're just going to take it all. Okay. And I still have Octopus Form to untap with. Well, I guess I'll just play that Lion Turtle, go to 11. And pass the turn. All right. Barring them milling me, which now that they played their land, they're not going to. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll get a 6 here. And then boom. All right, 6 and 2. Let's go for that trophy. Getting down in the mythics as well. Not bad, not bad. I like this deck. This deck is fun. It's got some good play to it for sure. Okay. All right. Battling the the one who makes bugs from Strixhaven. This hand is not amazing, but I really am not mulliganing a hand that's like Forest Island forecasting fortune teller. This is not really going to happen. So I think my opponent might have mulliganed as well. I guess we'll see. If I draw a mountain, I can get a dragonfly swarm out. Well, mostly what I would like to draw is a cycle of renewal, of course. That's one of the cards you really want in your opening hand. Yeah, they did mulligan. I unmulliganed, anti-mulliganed with this forecasting fortune teller. Doesn't really look like I'm going to island cycle the giant koi here. I just have already 4 lands here. I don't really need another island. Casting it seems pretty reasonable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jiang's deserters are acceptable. Let's draw a card. In case I drew a tap land or something. Land. Oh, no attacks. I could boomerang basics my forecasting fortune teller, but then I would take 2 damage. Why don't I just wait? Fire Nation Warship. All right. That's pretty good. Gets around a lot of this stuff. All right, let's go. Let's just earthbend that. Might as well get started. Because Watery Grasp doesn't hit the Fire Nation Warship, but if I earthbend this island up to a 4/4, that could block it. I don't really have much else going on. Walltop Sentries. Okay, take that. Yeah, no, we're kind of just sitting here doing nothing. All right. Make this island a 4/4. Pass the turn. I'm ready to block that Fire Nation Warship. Oh, they're gonna airbend that. All right. It's annoying. Comes back, but obviously now I'm going to take 6 here because they're going to send the wall-top sentries in as well. All right. If I don't draw something soon, I am going to be in a lot of trouble because now the whole bossing say plan isn't so good. I guess I can just play this giant koi and hope that I don't think attacking really serves much purpose, and hope that this is something. The Fire Nation Warship is getting me good. If it was most other 3-drops, I would have Watery Grasped it a turn ago, but it didn't work. I guess they can hit me for 5 in the air if they want. Or they're just going to hit me for 3 in the air without having to crew every turn. Oh, I guess I'll just block. No. Man, I actually kind of wish I had chumped last turn now. I go to 5 here. I'm dying bad. All right. Block, go to 7. Waterbending lesson. Oh, wow. It really is not how I wanted to tap it. Okay. I think, man, I wanted to leave double blue up. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, though it really could matter. Do I discard an island? Octopus form? I mean, I need to get this dragonfly swarm out pretty fast. I'm gonna watery grasp one of those. I think I just discard earthbending lesson actually. Watery grasp the Jiang's deserters. Pass the turn. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't have cast either of these right now. So now they can play a creature and crew the warship and they'll chump. The saving grace here is that they're stuck on lands, so I might be able to draw my way out of this. We'll see. Their equipment is being a problem. Oh, okay. The Mechanist is really good. So let's go Mechanist. Watery Grasp, Walltop Sentries. Pass the turn. And now I'm going to take a hit from this Fire Nation Warship, assuming they have a thing. I could have bounced it with Boomerang Basics, but I feel like taking 1 hit here down to 3, but then having the Mechanist up is pretty good. All right, they're drawing a land. Let's take it. And take my turn. Draw a mountain. Okay, that's good. So let's go Guru Pathic. No. This thing really wants to tap my mana badly. Pick up a Cycle of Renewal, and then play a Dragonfly Swarm. Okay, now I actually feel like we're getting somewhere. Their equipment is good. The glider. +1/+1 in flying is annoying, but I have the Mechanist, and they can't really kill the Mechanist thanks to Octopus Form. And Mechanist plus as a blocker plus a bunch more spells plus a Dragonfly Swarm, it seems pretty reasonable. All right, here they're gonna crew the Fire Nation warship. I mean, they get to use their Compassionate Healers pretty good. And look at how good these Watery Grasps are. I mean, granted, the Fire Nation warship has been kind of beating me up, but Watery Grasp is still really good. Okay, so here I actually might just double block because I'm going to go put a counter there. Okay. And then we both draw a card here. Well, they make a clue and I draw a card, so even better. Draw, make a clue. And then Compassionate Healer, sure. Draw. All right, let's go Rumble Arena. Bottom. I could use Bossing Say. I don't think I need to do that. I have now two. Well, actually, I can say I should. I think I'll Earthbend onto the Rumble Arena. And then attack with this. It's Vigilance. Take it past the turn. And we'll see what they've got, but I have instant speed, cast Cycle of Renewal, make a clue, White Lotus reinforcements. All right. So, attacking. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Do I want to get this Rumble Arena extra value? Yeah, let's do it. So what I'm going to do is go tap this for a colorless, tap these two, cast Cycle of Renewal, make a clue, Gurupathic pumps the Mechanist, sack Rumble Arena, I'll get Mountain Island. This comes back, I even get to scry one. Oh, I'll keep Iroh. Make this into a 3/1 flyer, block, energy bending, make another clue, Gurupathic makes this a 4/2. These trade, I draw Iroh. I have 15 cards left in my deck still. And I go land. Iroh. Earthbending Lesson on Rumble Arena. Make a clue, make Iroh bigger. And then Cycle of Renewal, make a clue, make Rumble Arena bigger. Because it's got Vigilance and it's attacking this turn, which is pretty nice. Get 2 lands. I think at this point I'm going to use Boomerang Basics. Bounce their White Lotus reinforcements. Pump the Rumble Arena again. I mean, we're just kind of crushing now. And then I have 12 cards left. All right, so I can afford. I could Boomerang Basics the Compassionate Healer. I don't think I need to do that right now. I think I can just do this. And then just all my stuff is just turboing here. Back here for 9. Keeping a flyer up with Octopus Form. So I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, I could have bounced the Compassionate Healer to make it so they had no attackers. Oh, and I drew a Lion Turtle, so I can gain some life next turn. So that makes it less likely I just die. Destroy Uncle Iroh. They're at 12. Yeah, I'll protect Uncle Iroh. Uncle Iroh must be protected at all costs. All right, that was enough for them. And ooh, that's a nice little trophy. All right, I do love me the Grand Lotus. Iroh is a nice one. And yeah, that's 7/2. Boom. though you can barely see it there. It's really funny. I'm actually hiding it, but you could still barely see it, I assure you. So what are the standouts here? Blasphemous Act worked perfectly in this deck. Iroh Grand Lotus was amazing. Legend of Kyoshi was good, but recording a creature in play, doing nothing the first turn, really doesn't affect the board until your next turn, which then it does. It makes a big creature. Still a very good card. I would take this card almost every time I see it, but Iroh and Blasphemous Act were better. Guru Pathic's awesome. Lion Turtle's great. Dragonfly Storm's great. Triple Cycle of Renewal's great. Mechanist is great. The Watery Grasp played well. Of course, the 1-mana lessons are very good too. Honestly, if this deck was short anything, it didn't have any Firebending lessons or Iroh's Demonstrations or Lightning Strikes, any of that. But the 2 Watery Grasps and the Boomerang Basics actually were a lot of interaction. And then, of course, Blasphemous Act means if you draw Blasphemous Act, which I did a decent amount, you can set it up so that it kills their whole first wave of stuff, and then you don't need that much removal afterwards. This is a light removal version of the deck, but it did have triple cycle of renewal into some really good bombs. And the Mechanist is also just an absurd card. Double Water Bending Lesson was also pretty nice. Lion Turtle, yeah. Had some good ones. And, Bossing Say was also just incredibly good. This card has really moved up in my pick order. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out. And I will be back with some more Magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.